much attacks on Baba Harare recently. Why was he attacked? He said, let's go and register to vote so that we can define our future. The Constitution of Zimbabwe allows every person who is 18 years and above to register to vote. Allows everybody who is 18 years and above to vote for somebody who can represent him, to choose a representative. That is allowed by the Constitution. The Constitution allows every adult to go and vote for whoever he or she wishes to vote for. But we have seen people attacking Baba Harare simply for saying register to vote. And the main question we want to ask is, ZANU PF is targeting 5 million people. So we have 5.8 registered people, 5.8 million registered people right now. And the question is, if ZANU PF is targeting 5 million people and we have 5.8 million people, where are they going to get the 5 million if people are not registered? If people are not registered beyond the numbers which are available, where are they going to get the 5 million? Because we know very well that they're not in good books with the people. We know very well that people are not happy. People do not want to continue in such a slavery situation. So the attacks on Baba Harare, you can actually see that these attacks are being done by people who know very well that the removal of ZANU PF is going to make them useless in this economy. These are the people who have lived in Madiri all their lives. These are the people who benefit from Ngwava all their lives. Which means if the economy begins to function, they cannot make money in such an environment. Legitimately, they cannot make money. So when you cannot make money legitimately, you can when you are connected to the political elites, when you are benefiting from the connection from the political elites, it makes it harder for you to accept change. It makes it very difficult for you to accept change of government. Why? You know, look at the people who ran away after Emerson Mnangagwa took over. And a lot of them, they lost their businesses. A lot of them, they lost their opportunities. The reason why you saw those ZANU PF people, on first day, they said Mnangagwa ngayendi. Second day, they said Mugabe ngayendi Mnangagwa dzoka. Why did they do that? They sing for their supper. They sing for their stomachs. They are only there to defend eating. They are only there to defend looting. So they cannot stop supporting ZANU PF. These are the kind of people we are dealing with here. We are dealing with people who does have interests, selfish interests. We are dealing with people who have obtained stands fraudulently. We are dealing with people who have looted millions. We are dealing with people who have been getting tenders fraudulently and corruptly. These are the people we are facing. And when we say, let's remove ZANU PF, they don't want it to go because they have benefited. Secondly, they know very well that the law will be after them. They know very well that they will have to face the law. They know very well that one day they must be put behind bars. So they will not allow us. These are the people we are dealing with here. So, I was disappointed to see a young man on Twitter achinyora kuti hanzi ma political statements anoti costira. How does the political statements cost you? You are still in your 20s and you still want ZANU PF to be there. And you are talking about losing opportunities just because you have denounced ZANU PF. What opportunities are you talking about? This is a group of young people We have been connected neZANU PF. Vanenge vachidedzwa kuma-events vachimhanya vachinosuplya kana dziri hembe kana chiri chii zvavanenge vachimhanya-mhanya, they get those connections. When laptops are supposed to be bought, these are the young boys who run to supply those laptops. These are the young boys who go to support to supply regalia. These are the young boys who do catering services, etc. So they eat with those on the top, and they have sold their conscience to an extent that they cannot stand with the poor masses of Zimbabwe. But my question is, why should I succeed when the majority of my people in my village are not succeeding? Why should I succeed? Why should I succeed if I cannot lift up the whole village from my rural area to make sure that everybody succeeds? Why? And for me to help the young boys and young girls in my rural area, I must not put political attachments. I must just help them from my heart. Not if you don't join ZANU PF, we are not going to help you. If you don't support ZANU PF, we are not going to help you. This is the situation they've created. So for them to help you, they need to know you are supporting their political party to what extent. So it is a matter of challenging them. It is a matter of changing these things. It is a matter of aligning ourselves to what is good and what is right. So when we go into the communities, we need to teach our young people. You are following these celebrities online. Have they ever talked about voter registration? Have they ever talked about change? Have they ever influenced you to change your perception towards the leadership we have and have a better leadership? Are they willing to do so? No. So it is the right time for us to tell our young people the right story of Zimbabwe. The liberation struggle was fought for one man, one vote, for us to have land, for us to have freedom, for us to have economic power. Are we allowed to vote? Yes. But are the results respected? No. Are we allowed to own land? Yes. Where are we allowed to own land? The same reserves where Smith had put us. These are the same areas we are allowed to own land. What about the vast land in the virgin lands of Zimbabwe? What about vast land in the commercial areas of Zimbabwe? The most productive land in the nation of Zimbabwe. What about all those areas? Why are we not allowed to own land? Prime land. We are not talking of Matombo Ekwachili. We are talking about land where we can be productive. So those who are owning large pieces of land and they are failing to do farming, they will never remove ZANU PF. They will never denounce ZANU PF because they know that they are benefiting from ZANU PF. Because they know that once they remove ZANU PF, a new government will come and say, our first priority is to make sure that we have enough food for everybody. We need all unproductive land to be put in the hands of productive people. That is the first point, which means all these Adalas who are occupying those vast lands, tracts of land, they are not going to allow ZANU PF to go. They are not willing to let it go. In 2008, they denied us that chance to have change. They denied us. In 2018, they also denied us that chance to have change. Right now, they have hijacked the people's agenda. They are trying to deny us change once again. And the question is, are we ready to let them take away what belongs to us? They support ZANU PF because they are benefiting. They support ZANU PF because they are corrupt. They cannot work in an open Zimbabwe. In a free Zimbabwe, they cannot work. So when you cannot contribute meaningfully, you know what? I was talking to some other guys who did some different courses, and I asked the deputy, guys, why is it that you are not able to use your knowledge to begin new things? For an example, you are an electrical engineer. Why is it that it is difficult for you to do or move electrical engineering models of your own, to do your own inventions using your knowledge? Why is it so hard for you to do that? I have not seen any electrical engineer, my young people at now in Zimbabwe, coming out with something tangible. And these are the people who are leading KUZESA. The people who are employed to KUZESA as engineers there, they have not done anything extraordinary except just doing what they read from the books. They have not invented anything. And these are the people who are employed at ZESA. These are people who are at the top, at the helm of ZESA. And if you ask them to leave, to say, let's remove ZANU PF and change things, they will tell you what ZANU PF. Why? They know very well that one day a young person will come and talk about free energy, and talk about a ZESA which is going to pursue free energy. And their future will be doomed because they cannot compete with that young person. They don't think along those lines. They don't have the thinking capacity to fulfill that. So the era we are getting into is an era where if you go to the Ministry of Agriculture, we need to have a competent minister, a competent permanent secretary. And it goes down to GMB, DMB, tobacco, marketing board. It goes to various entities which are linked to Ministry of Agriculture. So all that chain from the minister, deep down, you will see that they are not willing to have change because they are already benefiting. Check on people like Tafadzwa Sarah of Grain Marketing Millers Association. Do you think that they are willing to have change in Zimbabwe? Because these are the runners of grain in Zimbabwe. These are the people who decide who gets what in terms of grain in Zimbabwe. Wheat, they decide who gets which share. Maize, they decide who gets what. Peas or whatever, soya beans, they decide who gets which allocation. Which means when you get into business as a young person and you are into business of manufacturing bread, and you want your allocation of wheat, they can jump you and allocate other big players or other people with money. Why are they jumping you? They want to suffocate you. They want to frustrate you. They want to make sure that you don't grow. So these people will never support change, because when change comes, meaningful change comes, it blocks everything. When you were sick and when healing comes, all the pain must go. So Zimbabwe is sick right now. And when Advocate Nelson Chamisa comes to administer a drug, to put an injection to stop the pain, a lot of people who have been benefiting from the pain we are having as a nation, they are going to suffer. So it means that the majority, 95% of the people who are enjoying right now in the nation of Zimbabwe, 95% of them, they will go broke. They will go bankrupt. Some of them, they will go to jail. Some of them, they will flee Zimbabwe. 95% of them, they will run away. So look at what happened to that pastor. I'm forgetting the name. Pastor Kakazo exposed my girlfriend. So when he tried to speak against ZANU PF, they exposed his relationships. They began to expose him, just to show him that we have information on your body. So they will never denounce ZANU PF. We have seen another man, a senior man, who endorsed Emerson Mnangagwa in 2017. And now he is trying to say Chamisa cannot lead, Chamisa is not mature. Yeah, what? Why did he endorse Mnangagwa? He wanted a TV license. So they support because they want their personal benefits. Yet our generation is supporting Nelson Chamisa, not because we want personal benefits, but we want a Zimbabwe with equal opportunities. If you are better than me, you deserve to lead. If I'm better than you, I deserve to lead. That is the kind of Zimbabwe we want. We need a Zimbabwe where we compete on ideas, where we can sit down competing on ideas, speaking much about ideas, speaking much about how we can transform the economy, how we can change things, how we can transform things. This is the kind of Zimbabwe we are looking for. So only a few people are going to be happy in such a Zimbabwe. Only a few people are willing to be part of such a Zimbabwe. If you go into the health sector, parukuyama drugs pipeline, they take those drugs, they put them in their pharmacies, vachitengesa madrugs iwo. The necessary, the major important drugs dziri kutengeswa dzauya dzinoshaikwa dzobudiswa dzinotengeswa. It is happening. So do you think the people who are connected, who have built houses from selling those drugs, do you think that they are willing to have change in Zimbabwe? Do you think that they are willing to have change? And the other people who are within the chains, if they have seen that these guys are benefiting, do you think they are willing to let change come when they know very well that you can easily benefit? We have so many unnecessary associations which are being formed in the nation of Zimbabwe, where you see, for you to see the Reserve Bank governor, you need to go through somebody else. For you to see the Minister of Finance, you need to go through somebody else. You need to go through a certain organization. So do you think the people who are running those bogus organizations, where they are connecting people and the leadership, do you think they are ready and willing to let change come? No. Because they are charging you $50, $100, $150 for you to see the leaders. And they are sharing the proceeds with those leaders. So the leaders have created barriers to say nobody should come to us easily. And they have created the bogus organizations around them, which are milking people. If you need to see somebody, you have to put, if you need an opportunity, you have to pay. And these are the people who have benefited immensely to this economy, to this mess we are in. So while we are crying, while we lost our savings, a lot of people made money. A lot of people became rich. A lot of people built houses. A lot of people bought very fancy cars. And you ask questions. You always talk about sanctions. You always talk about the failure to access the international market. Where are you getting the money? Where are you running your business? Because if sanctions are affecting Zimbabwe, everybody must be affected. It means every business must be affected. So the question is, if sanctions are affecting us, why is it that only your business is thriving and other people's businesses are not thriving? Why is it that you are the only person who is making money? Is it that you are wise and all others are foolish? No. It's because they've created their own connections where they benefit on their own. And they have left the majority of the people of Zimbabwe to be in massive abject poverty. So these are the people we are dealing with. They will never allow us to have change. And the only way for us to win is to be united as citizens. The only way for us to remove them is to be united, is to be to have the same objective, is to be knowledgeable about what needs to be done, is to support this change agenda. Be ready, register to vote. Make sure that everybody around you is registered to vote. Make sure that we don't lose this opportunity to change Zimbabwe, because this is the last opportunity we have. If we fail to remove ZANU PF in 2023, forget. Forget and smile. Why? We might have another cunning generation from ZANU PF, which will emerge at a later stage. We don't know what beyond 2023 holds. So let's remove ZANU PF. Let's not allow another cabal to arise from within ZANU PF to remove the leaders who are there. This is our opportunity to take advantage of what is happening, to take advantage of the mismanagement, to send a clear message to everybody. Guys, let's register to vote. Guys, let's go and vote in our numbers, in our millions. ZANU PF is targeting 5 million. They are attacking people who are speaking about voter registration because they know that vanhu vezanu vese vakatopedza kuregister kudhara. The majority of ZANU PF supporters, they have all registered to vote. Why? Vanotakurana nedzimota, vanopanana ma-IDs vachitisa zvakasiyana siyana. So they know very well that all their people, they are now registered to vote. And if we are to have 2 million, 3 million more on the voter register, it means these are the people, 80% of those people, they are the people who are going to vote for Nelson Chamisa. That is the reason why they are scared. That is the reason why they are trying to attack everybody and send misery to everybody who is talking or speaking about voter registration. So it is Zimbabwe. I love you all. Thank you very much for coming. Please like, comment, and share. So till we meet again in other episodes, I'm failing to come every time because the network is so bad. It is so bad. So sometimes I schedule, but I fail to come. But I will try. I'm trying to source another stable network. I have not found the real network I need, but I'm trying to work around to find a more stable network. So I hope that very soon I will be able to come live without any interference, without any problems, because we need to speak about the story of Zimbabwe time and again. Thank you very much.